Well, I thought I was done with Trench Crusade figures, but I'd forgotten that I had signed up to a Kickstarter campaign, and it's by a company called Proxy, and I've kickstarted it, and I've now have access to the downloadable files for the models. Now, I don't have a 3D printer, but my friend Ian does. So I sent him the file for these three figures to just see what they look like and just what's going on. There's a number of them, and eventually I guess I'll get round to or asking Ian to download them or print them out for me. Sorry, but I chose these three for the first test subjects. So what we've got here is Sister Vespera, okay, who at first glance looks a bit soft, but when, look, the detail is actually there. All right, so she looks cool. Unfortunately, she's lost a sword blade. They're incredibly thin, and Ian printed out me two of these, and both times that sword snapped. So I'm going to have to make one out of plasticard, very thin plasticard. So that's her. Then you got this big chap who's called the Walking Mass. Very Trench Crusade, I'm sure you'll agree. All right, so looking forward to doing him. And then, yeah, this unusual chap who is called the Reliquarian. All right, again, very Trench Crusade, but I like him because I like his head. Now, in the images, I just saw a ball, and to me that makes him look like Mysterio from Spider-Man, or Shade, who was a character in Doctor Who Monthly back in the 80s. And even before they come, I was thinking about, what shall I do about that? Shall it be chrome like Mysterio? Shall I do it like, you know, very colourful? But I hadn't realised that there's actually a little hole there. So because there's a hole there, I figured this is meant to be an eyeball, and I figured that would be nice. That would be nice and creepy if I have like a knight with some sort of like head peering out of his chest, but have an eyeball up on top. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So that's them. I didn't use the bases that came with them. I'm using Games Workshop bases, the same as I've done with all my Trench Crusade figures. So that will tie them all in. With the grey primer on, it loses the translucent look of the resin, and you can really see what's going on. And yeah, this is a lovely bit of work going on here. Looking forward to doing this. This is going to be a quick one because he's mainly all metal, so this is going to be good fun. When you got big ball, yeah, that is much finer detail than it looked like before the primer. So I'm hoping, because I haven't really looked at her, she's going to be, yeah, oh, very stern. I didn't know if that was a mask or not. It is, isn't it? Is that a mask? I guess I've got to decide, is that could be painted, come on, that could be painted as a mask, or she could just have quite a shaved head. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's think about colours as well. Right, just to make things a little bit different, what I've done, instead of just washing it with Nuln Oil, I've done it Nuln Oil with rattling grime, with more rattling grime than Nuln Oil, which has given me this nice browny black tint to all the metallics. And I'm going to leave it at that because I really like that. I think if I dry brush the original metals over the top, it's going to take it too far back to the original metals. So what I'm doing now, or I will be doing in a minute, is putting on other colours, right, like down in here, all these side bits, whatever's going on here, the nun, the eye, the skirt, leaving the mace. I'm going to do the mace a different colour because of course it's a completely different piece of metal, and same with the girly as well. I've decided that is her face, that's not going to be a golden mask. So yeah, new colours are going on, crudely blocked in the faces, very crudely, and realised I hadn't covered the skin up quite right. Okay, got to carry on with that. And I've got to do something, there's a whole mass of cables and I want to distinguish them all. Same as these bits up here, I want them a different colour metal to the rest. I was thinking about this being a wooden wheel at the top, but I don't know, I may or may not do that. The gold is very vibrant and warm. I've got to dry brush the really quite harsh base coat that was on there. She's got a red skirt, blocked her face in. She's looking rather masculine. I don't know if it is a female, is it a male, is it neither? I don't know. These are demonic. And I'm not going to do the skin on the nun until I've done a habit. That's my habit. Yeah, there's a unifying red theme. And yeah, the eye is just picked out in ivory for the moment. So her face is done. Just got to pick out her eyes. I'm thinking maybe she'll have black eyes, because then that gets me out of having to do her blooming pupils. I was thinking about maybe some like red stripe, vertical stripes over her eyes as well. I don't know, I'll see how the eyes look before I decide on that. I've got to go in with a small paintbrush and paint this, joining an affair between her head and her hair, some sort of like metallic brace thing. I've also got to decide what colour hair she's going to have. Oh, and of course I've got to make a new sword. So that's where we are with her. With the big chap, faces are done there. I'm not going to do anything with their eyes. Their eyes are closed. But what I have done is all his chains I've painted black, because I'm going to be painting them rust, and I'm going to use that dark rust affair, which works best over black. So that's the next step I'll be doing, and then he's going to be pretty much done. Bit of a unexpected thing here. Yeah, the nun's face is done, as you can see. Her habit is brighter than it would normally be, but I wanted her to stand out, so that's why she's got a bit of a brighter habit. I've got to do his weapon. But no, the eyeball I painted with watered down blood for the blood god to make it like a bloodshot eye. And initially I thought, oh, that's good, the way it's pulled at the bottom. It could almost be an eyelid. But the more I look at it, that's a blooming penis, isn't it? That's a penis with a foreskin. So I'm hoping when I've painted the iris around that pupil, it's going to look more like an eye than a bloody willy. So not far off now with these. I've painted the chains in dark rust. I've just got to highlight them more and then do the base, and this fella's done. I haven't done anything to her yet, but yeah, just got to finish her off. And I'm attempting to stop that looking like a big willy. So I've painted as you can see, a circle of brown around the dot, and now I'm going to put it in streaks of a lighter brown. And then hopefully once I've done that and really gloss that up, that's going to look like an eyeball and not something else. There we go, all done. So as you can see, yeah, I replaced the missing sword with a plasticard one, and in the end, yeah, I elected for all black eyes. So that's her done. Big chap, pleased how he's come out. This big lumbering, walking mass. And yeah, Dick. I'm pleased with how the eyes come out, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. All right, that's it. I think I'm done with Trench Crusade for some time. I've still got some STL files from the Kickstarter, but I'm kind of like burnt out on Trench Crusade, so I'm taking a break now. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.